Speaking of money, you and your family are looking at a $20 trillion national debt in coming weeks. That figure has doubled since President Obama took office. So what's next? Here's correspondent Rich Edson.
Nothing in current law is going to stop the national debt from reaching $20 trillion. And the Congressional Budget Office says nothing in law will stop $25 and $30 trillion. At the turn of the century, the federal government owed about $5.5 trillion. Now it owes nearly $20 trillion.
The debt is on an unsustainable path. It's the highest it's been for any president entering office other than President Truman, and it's expected to grow faster than the economy every year forever.
In September, the 2016 fiscal year ended. In that year, the federal government added $590 billion to the national debt. The government took in $3.3 trillion in taxes. It spent $3.9 trillion. So how did the government spend that money? More than half went to government health care and Social Security. Health care cost more than $1.1 trillion. And more than $1 trillion of that is just Medicare and Medicaid. The government spent more than $900 billion on Social Security and disability insurance. Defense cost about $580 billion. And about $1 trillion on everything else the government does, like programs for low-income Americans, benefits for retired workers, transportation, research, education, international affairs, and housing. And interest on the existing national debt cost nearly $250 billion last year alone. Budget experts say 2016 campaign promises would drive the debt much higher.
The chatter you hear is tax cuts, infrastructure spending, military spending, don't touch Social Security, don't touch Medicare. That, quite frankly, just doesn't add up. Mr. Trump inherited a very big budget problem from President Obama.
The consequences, according to the Congressional Budget Office, higher interest payments to those lending the government money, lower productivity and income in the U.S. economy, less flexibility for the government to react to a severe recession, and a high risk of a fiscal crisis. The most significant budget challenge? Health care. Even just slowing the growth of health care costs would have a substantial effect on the debt. And while entitlement programs are the country's largest liabilities, making them more sustainable also means asking Americans to pay more for them or take less from the government. Brett?
Rich, thank you.